this weekend with Brett and Josh, what are some of the biggest things you're looking for with Brett obviously getting a different look with some different guys there, and then Josh in the second half?
Consistency. I think. Oh, this is okay. Consistency, I think, is the big one. We want to be sure that they're going out there executing the plan, understanding when we want to change plays or keep the same play on, and understanding the progressions and all those things, and making good decisions. Up to this point, they've made some pretty good decisions, so we want them to continually take care of the ball also.
Coach, how many roster spots are up for grabs entering this final week?
Oh, I haven't gone through each one individually. I think we're going to let this game play out and then be able to evaluate all the guys we have and build the best 53 we can.
Tyler Cleveland's out here catching some passes and stuff. Have you guys seen enough of him or know enough about him that him being out with throat injury is less of a consideration with this roster?
Yeah, I think he's a guy, unfortunate incident, what happened to him, and he's done everything that we've asked. He has worked and done, anything and everything he could think of. So we'll just continually evaluate him and everybody else, and we'll see where it lies at the end.
What did you think of the offense? A lot of yesterday, some takeaways. Was it a little too sloppy for your liking?
I would say that's being nice. I lost my voice again. But I think in the end we got a standard, and they didn't live up to that yesterday, and they owned up to it. They understood it. It wasn't just one guy, but that kind of stuff is unacceptable, and it's really you just got to continually keep your focus. We changed the schedule a little bit, so it was a little bit different, and those are the adversity things that we're going to face throughout the year. So I'm excited that they had that opportunity to see those things that might have gone wrong, and we watched the tape. Now we're moving on.
Is it a concern when you had practice like yesterday that then late last week in pads there was another practice that you weren't happy with on the offense?
No, that happens. As a coach, you always want great practices all the time, but you can't always get that. I look back at my entire career, and there's always times when you're upset and you wish things would have gone better. The key coaching point is that they learn from it, and they learn, and we can correct it and move on.
Silver lining, of course, KJ Hamler had the toe tap during the 2-minute drill and then caught the one over the middle. Is he just seemingly getting more and more comfortable?
Yes. He is getting into the football shape, him getting out there, being in full pads, watching him run, and you definitely feel some of that speed that he has and that he brings, and just kind of the attitude he brings. He's great to have out there, and, he's just going to have to continually build into it.
Did you guys decide on whether he will play?
Yeah, I think he's going to get a couple snaps. We're going to try to get him in there. It's been a while since he's played.
Randy wasn't here yesterday. He was back out. Was he dealing with injury or was?
No, I think you look at kind of how we did the training camp, the 2 on, the 1 off, the going that way. So we just, he hasn't played a lot of football in a long time. He hasn't had OTAs. He hasn't had much. So we just want to keep working him in the right way.
So it's about pacing him.
Correct.
September 12th.
Yes, the only thing that matters is week 1. We want him ready to rock on week 1.
Yesterday you were asked about this personnel meetings yesterday, but how enlightening are those for you as the head coach when you're hearing everybody's opinion about guys on offense and defense?
Oh, it's great. It's funny looking at it. You were always focused on offense. You just wanted all the offensive guys, offense. And then when you get to hear those other descriptions of the guys, you can say, okay, well, maybe we need that guy because he's going to help us somehow, some way. So it definitely puts things into perspective as a full team compared to just one side of the ball. So it's great to be part of all 3 now.
When you're not going to see the full number 1 group on offense between the joint practice and the opener, at what point do you really feel like you have a beat on?
Never. You always want more. You always want them to be more in sync. I don't think there's ever a specific time that you feel great. You just want to continue to always strive because, again, we're our worst critics, so we want those guys to be perfect all the time, and we want them to continually learn. And even when we think that we're great, hey, there's still more work to be done. So, that's never ending.
Brett was saying that he thinks his skill set fits this system pretty well. Do you see that?
Brett, you said? Yeah, he's done. Brett's one of those guys that when he has that perfect footwork, when he has a complete understanding of the play and what he's trying to accomplish, he's unbelievably efficient. And I think we've seen that this past game, even the first game versus Dallas. He did do a lot of really good things. So just the rhythm, the understanding of using your feet, your hitch to be able to make you more accurate, he's really bought into that, and you can see that up to this point.
Time for a few more for the coach. Will Sam punt on Saturday?
Yeah, we're looking for him to punt, yes.
Is there still a competition there?
I think everything's a competition. I don't think there's one position. The only one I'd say is I think we know who the starting quarterback is. But besides that, we want competition nonstop. Elbow. It's one of those things. We're still evaluating it. It wasn't a dislocation or anything like that, but we're just kind of working through all that stuff.
Devon Zigbo, was placed on the roster a little bit earlier this week. How do you get a new guy like that up to speed?
You know, that's the trick, and it's something that, you know, in my past, I feel like, you know, we now have a great plan for guys like that. You know, we've built the interactive learning system that we have on the iPads with the instructional designer we've talked about. So what it does is guys that come in randomly in the middle of the year or late like this, they have the ability to watch those things and get kind of the whole full install through the way that we want it to be installed, instead of coming in and just learning a game plan. So he has all those tools that he'll be able to utilize to get ready, because it is a challenge. That's one of the biggest challenges in the NFL that nobody talks about. When somebody goes down, somebody comes in, and you have to teach them an entire system in a couple days to be ready to play.
Last one, Parker.
With the extent that rhythm and timing is so critical in the run game, is there a part of your top group that won't know exactly where they are until they're on the field against Seattle, or do you think you can?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got a good feel. You know, we've had some great practices versus our defense, and it's a very good defensive team, and we've had a couple of those aha moments when you see that run really hit, and I think that once you get that one and you lock it in, you continually show them that so that they know, hey, this is what it looks like to run off the ball. This is what it looks like for an inside zone, a gap scheme. All those things, I think that they do get to feel that, and we'll get ready to go on that week one.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, y'all.